Hi, everybody. Welcome to Sophia with an F. I need to start off by saying I dropped a new collection. It is the cutest collection I've dropped by far. Baby blue, white, super fucking cute. My guest, Baylen Dupree. Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing fucking amazing.
Fuck Hunter.
I'm very excited for this fucking collection, Baylen. I'm gonna give you pieces to take home.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay, and you're gonna fucking love them. Also, we're recording.
Wind it up.
We're recording from WTF Media Studios, Black-owned studio, super chic, the only place to record, and subscribe to my channel, please. Okay? Like, comment, review, jack off to it, whatever you want to do. Baylen, I am so excited to have you here. Baylen is a TikTok superstar with close to 7 million followers?
Yes, ma'am.
That's a lot of people looking at you and watching you and being fans of you. You're a celebrity. We were just walking down the street and someone recognized her and I was like, okay, can I get your autograph? But your TikTok account is my absolute favorite one to follow. And aside from being hilarious and fun on TikTok, you share your story about living with Tourette syndrome.
Fuck Hunter. Yes, I do.
So I kind of want to dive into that, but I don't want this episode to be just completely, medical terms, the science behind Tourette's. Google it, okay? You can Google it. You can go to a class. I'm sure a doctor can explain it. I just want to understand it a little bit better from your point of view.
Mm-hmm.
And then I want to shoot the shit because you're so much more than that. You know what I'm saying?
I completely understand, and I 100% agree.
Okay, great. But let's start with the basics. Let's start with Tourette because there are some people listening who are not gonna know what the fuck that is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you encounter that. Do you encounter people who are like, I have no clue, never heard of that in my life?
Yes, actually, probably 75% of the time that people have something to say, they're like, oh, well, I don't... Fuck Hunter. They're like, I don't know what that is. And then they want me to explain, and then they want me to go into a deeper description of what it is, and it's like, you have a phone right in front of you. Right. It's just, I have a life. We're in the middle of a Starbucks parking lot right now. Just because I flipped you off from the car next to you, it's just, I don't want to roll down and have a conversation. I just want to apologize and move on.
Right. Just because you're bringing awareness to Tourette's does not mean you're the Tourette spokesperson. And you're walking around, telling everyone from A to Z, what it's about.
Yes, and I shouldn't have to be the spokesperson for it. Just because I have it, I don't have to be an expert in it. Mm-hmm. I can just state the fact that this is what I have, this is what it is, this is how I live with it, this is how I deal with it, and that's how it is.
Yeah, exactly.
You either accept it how it is or you don't.
Right.
And that doesn't bother me either way.
Mm-hmm. Me about to ask you, can you explain Tourette syndrome for everybody?
Yes.
You're like, fuck you. I'm fucking leaving. No, but I want to hear it from, your perspective, how you would explain it.
Okay, so Tourette's is a neurological, involuntary motor and vocal disorder.
Okay, you're a doctor.
I've memorized that.
Okay, and when were you first diagnosed with it?
I was diagnosed multiple times. So I was diagnosed with it in 2020, and then it got taken away because my tics were too complex. And then he actually undiagnosed me with it and re-diagnosed me with it and was like, I actually can't diagnose you with it at all because I don't specialize in Tourette. So you're going to have to go somewhere else. And we were like, what? You just diagnose you with it, but you don't specialize in it? He's like, yeah, I specialize in what? And we were like, oh, okay.
Did we walk into the wrong office, doctor's office?
No, it was what is the word? Not it was signed off by my doctor to go there. It was the requested one to go to.
Like a recommendation.
Yes.
A referral.
Oof, yeah. So we went, fuck you. We went there. And then we actually had to fly all the way out to the Mayo Clinic in Rochester, Minnesota to get a final diagnosis in 2021.
2021?
Mm-hmm.
So last year?
Yes.
Wow. So you were diagnosed with it and then it was taken away. And by taken away, I assume you mean they told you, no, maybe you don't have it?
Yeah, they thought I had a conversion disorder. And
okay.
A conversion disorder is a mental illness.
Mm-hmm.
And we like looked into it more, and then he took that away. So he took everything away. So we started off with Tourette's and then took that away, and then went to conversion disorder and then took that away. Then went back to Tourette's and was like, hold up, I can't even diagnose you with anything. Like, I don't know what you got. Go figure it out on your own.
Right.
You're no longer my patient, basically.
Really?
Yeah, he basically looked at me, pointed at me, went back to my mom and was like, she cannot do anything. Like, she can't drive. She can't go to school. She can't work. She doesn't even function in society. That's what he straight up told me. And I looked at him and I was like, bawling my eyes out. And I was like, I'm going to college.
Oh my God.
Like, that's so unfair to me that you get to sit there and watch. I get to sit there and watch my mom cry while I'm crying.
Wow.
Because you don't have faith in me. That's okay. Your opinion doesn't matter to me.
Mhm.
I'm going to move on and do what I want to do.
You are such a badass bitch.
You're done.
I don't understand
You're
how
done.
you're 20 years old and can have like that thick of skin where you're like, you know what, doctor, fuck you. I'm going to do whatever I
her.
want. Like, that's insane.
Cole Caulfield.
So was that the same doctor who told you you did have Tourette's, but then you didn't? And then he also was the one that told you won't be able to do anything?
Mm-hmm. Same doctor.
Okay, well, he needs his license revoked, and we're not going to name names, but I'm sure he's listening. So if you know enough, 100%. See, that's the thing. For anyone listening, and I've heard stories similar to this, always get a second, third, fourth opinion, you know, from a doctor. Because if you just stick with one doctor and what they think, it's,
Well, fuck yourself.
they can think something completely different. Okay, so last year, that was your kind of final diagnosis.
Yes.
When did you start your TikTok?
November of last year. Like, I had like TikTok, but like I never like exclusively posted content while having Tourette's because I was very embarrassed. I didn't accept who I was. I was very what's the word? Unconfident in myself. I didn't believe in myself. I didn't even look in the mirror. Like, because I didn't like looking at myself tick. I thought I was very unattractive. And I went to a Marshall's one day, and a girl who was in my stats class at the time was videoing me around the store.
Oh, without you knowing?
Yes, and I was like trying to like hide behind my mom because I knew she was videoing me, and I knew she was in my class, and we were all virtual at the time because of COVID. And she was like videoing me, and I was like, you know what? I'm not okay with that.
No.
And I went home and I posted like a TikTok of like, because one of my TikToks before that I found out that I had Tourette's blew up, and it was about like me being in Victoria's Secret and like the lady asking me at like 12 years old if my boobs were real or not. So then I had to explain the story behind that, and I was like, I don't want to explain it because I'm going to be ticking a lot and no one knows that I have Tourette's.
So your first video on TikTok had nothing to do with your Tourette's. It
Nothing at all.
Nothing at all. And it blew up, that video?
Yes, it was the one about, okay, so like I started TikTok when like TikTok like came out, like maybe after a year after TikTok came out, but it was like me with my friends, me with my family, like things like that. Like there was nothing, like I didn't want anything from it. And then I made one TikTok about Victoria's Secret, and then I had to explain the video about the Victoria's Secret video.
And you were scared to explain it?
Yes, because I would think everyone was faking. I was thinking that everyone was thinking I was faking Tourette's because I didn't have any other content with it.
Oh.
And it's like my tics were so mild at the time during the other videos that it wasn't even worth it to explain it or involve myself in a video in it because it was non-existent. Wow. I probably ticked like 3 times a day, 4 times a day. And
it's accelerated since then. So let's back up. You were at Marshall's, which was the first mistake, by the way. I'm just kidding. I love myself at TJ Maxx and at Marshall's. But you were there and you caught that, I was going to call her a mean name, but we're not going to do it, filming you.
Bitch.
Cunt. Bitch. Whatever.
Cunt nuggets.
Filming you, and you decided to go home and post a video.
Yes, I went home and like posted the video of me explaining it.
So how does do you understand how insane, courageous, just like I don't give a fuck, confident move that is?
No, I didn't at the time. I literally because I was trying to talk and like all I kept doing was ticking, and I was like, you know what, this is just funny. This is just funny. Like, not like, oh, I'm like making fun of myself. Like I just thought that like me trying to explain it and like it wasn't coming out was funny. And I showed my mom and I was like, Mom, can we all just laugh? Can we just put this on the TV and laugh at it real quick? And then sooner or later I woke up the next morning and it was at like 3 million or something insane. And I was like, I almost shit my pants, okay? I was like, holy fudge stripes. This is not what I expected at all. But then everyone was like, this is fake. Please tell me she's not joking. Like all this other stuff. And I responded back and I was like, oh, fuck off. I was like, why would I be kidding about something like this? Like, I don't really think it's like something to joke about. I don't find it necessarily like funny. I know like in the video, it was funny because it was just like nonstop, which is kind of like what a tick attack is. But for people to claim, because a lot of people fake claim me as like not having it. And it's like when I even went on the Dr. Phil show, I had to prove that I had Tourette's before I can even go on there. I had to show all my medical documents.
Stop.
Like, not like for them to be like, you have to prove it. It's just like so they could clarify it for me. Of course. Because I was getting backlash for it. And I was like, yes, please do it. Like, I'll give you everything you've ever wanted. Do you want like the app? I can give you my username and password. You can log in.
Do you want to draw my blood? Like literally whatever you want. But people still try to say, oh, it's not real. Or, oh, she just goes over the top with it, right?
Oh, I love when people are like, she exaggerates her ticks. How do I exaggerate a tick that like I can't control? Like,
what's a non-exaggerated tick is what I would like to ask
like
them.
Show me a video. Someone send me a video of what you think. And like there is this girl who like full-blown harassed me on the internet and she got like everything taken down by my lawyer and stuff.
What?
Yeah, because she like made a video and she was like slowing the video down and she's like, yes, this tick right here is fake. It's so like over exaggerated, like you can tell in like her neck that like I'm like, you can tell. Are you a doctor?
Right?
You a doctor?
That's the shit I hate about TikTok.
Fuck off.
TikTok now is like, even my own mother will watch something. She got COVID and
up top, Girl Scout.
Saw a TikTok where
I like the name Mike.
If you slam a rock on the back of your head, it will get rid of COVID. And she called me and she told me, I really think we should try this. Because you saw a random ass bitch on TikTok say that? Like, what?
This reminds me of Eileen in the kitchen this morning being like, I heard that if you put hydrogen peroxide on a tampon and put it in you can get drunk.
Not what I said. No.
Okay.
Vodka, if you put vodka on a tampon.
Wait, vodka on a tampon, you get like drunk?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're out here on watching these clips too, being like, okay, oh no, all right. No. So it wasn't you, it was introduce your friend.
It was Eileen.
Eileen,
she's
Eileen is out here with a vodka soaked tampon right now.
I forget it was like 1 a.m.
Yes.
That's all you had to say, 1 a.m. No, I don't think the tampon, I don't think it works, but I guess let's take it to TikTok and see.
Tag me in the video.
It's either up
Fuck off, Hunter.
Tag Baylen and I in the video.
Go fuck yourself. Fuck your mom.
We need to be tagged if you're out here doing that shit. So people still to this day claim it's not real or you're just dramatizing it. Does that hurt your feelings or are you just like, okay, cool?
I don't care.
You don't give a shit about anything. We were just, Baylen and I just went to Dunkin' Donuts and you had a tick or you said something, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the guy behind the register, what did he say?
He like laughed and he
Oh no, he said, what's wrong? Or
yeah, what's wrong?
What's
and I was
funny?
Like, what's wrong? What's funny? He was like, oh, I have Tourette's. And he goes, oh, okay, yeah, what's wrong? And I was like, nothing. Nothing's wrong because I'm so unconfrontational and unproblematic that I just can't even deal with it. Like,
Mhm.
what you say to me does not bother me, and it's taken me a long time to get there. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah.
I have all my notifications turned off for everything.
Me too.
Like if you want to get a hold of me, go fuck yourself, bitch. You will. Call
Mhm.
me if you really want to talk to me. Like, I'm done sending like pictures of my face on Snapchat. Like, it's just not worth it. Like, if you don't have my number, like, to me, that's just like, I don't want to talk to you.
And I don't care what you have to say.
Yes, and it's like, I don't look at any of my comments on TikTok. Like, you're free to express the way you think about my video. I just don't look at it. Yeah, I can't personally look at it just because
Mm-mm.
I suffer with a lot of mental health issues,
Mhm.
and it's just easier to not look at it at all, and it saves me the going back and being like, I have to answer this person's question about how I'm over exaggerating it, and then I work up my emotions, and it's like, it's not worth it to me because I know I'm not over exaggerating it. I know I'm not faking it.
Mhm.
And like, Chris, your opinion, Chris07936 on TikTok, like, I don't care. You have no picture of yourself. You have no followers, and you want to come on my page and be like, yeah, I actually think I just don't buy it anymore. Like, it just looks so like, go fuck yourself, bitch. I just don't care. Like,
Also, why do people comment on things they don't know about? Okay? If you have a PhD from Harvard and you fucking majored in neuroscience and Tourette syndrome specifically, and you felt you wanted to make a comment, maybe I'll give you a little tiny, teeny bit of not respect, but maybe I'll listen. Jordan 87260, no profile picture. Why are you commenting on shit you don't know about? Nothing.
yeah, it doesn't like, it's like they have nothing else better to do in their lives than sit there and try to tear me down. And like, at the end of the day, like, I don't see your comment,
Mm-hmm.
and it doesn't bother me.
I know.
Like, I've there's been multiple like rappers and celebrities that have done things. I'm not going to say names. I'm not going to do anything, but they have like pinned me in videos,
Mm-hmm.
and they've been like, day one of trying to get Baylen to get a new tick. That's not okay.
Oh.
And like, I would never know that if my friends didn't send me those videos.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's the type of stuff that I should be making videos about. But then at the end of the day, again, it's just like, I'm not going to watch your video like,
Right.
ever again. Like, that's not going to become a tick.
Right.
I'm sorry, it's not.
Right. You're not that interesting
Yeah.
to become one.
Yeah.
Right?
No.
Straight up. I think people, because of your demeanor and your personality on TikTok, you're so confident. You give off chill vibes, energy that people feel comfortable doing shit like that. Not that it's on you. I mean, it's them being ignorant, but you know what I'm saying? Like, they think, oh, it's not, they don't take it as seriously as what it is.
Oof, want it up. Yes, and it's like, people will approach me in public and they'll like do my ticks to me, and they don't know that like, that's not okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you can't mimic my tick back to me because that's gonna egg my tick on. So like, for you to sit there in Chipotle and be like, no, dude, like,
Right.
like, I just fuck off. I can't. It's just like, what type of fan are you? What type
Yeah.
of supporter are you?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I get that you love me and my content and you support who I am, but that's not okay. Like, I went through a phase where I couldn't look at my comments again because everyone would comment my ticks.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, if I read my ticks, I tick.
Got it.
And that's like where echolalia comes in. And I don't know if you know what echolalia is.
I am not that bright. So if you could just
So
break it
echolalia
down.
is like you saying something and me mocking it back. So like, you saying like a certain phrase, or like people having an accent and me
Okay.
being like saying it back to them, or them doing an action and me doing it back.
Okay, so if you see a fan and they, do one of your ticks, then that will egg on you to do that tick incessantly type of thing?
Yes, and maybe they don't mean to do it, but like,
Mhm.
at the end of the day, like, it's egging my tick on.
Mhm.
And I struggle a lot with that with like guys. Like, guys like to egg on my ticks because they think it's like a joke, and they think it's funny, and they think that they're trying to be cool and try to impress me and try to make me laugh. You're not trying to make me laugh. You're going to get blocked.
Okay. Block him, period.
Yeah.
Let's move the fuck on and talk about guys, please.
Okay.
Because the fuck you, Hunter.
Fuck you, Hunter.
Hunter, we have some shit we want to say, but I'm gonna back up first because we're not just gonna like go running and just start with fucking Hunter. I do want to hear about your dating life and how that's been. I know you posted a TikTok, which, by the way, I'm rambling right now. Have you ever made a TikTok telling people that you don't appreciate them mimicking your tics or like anything of that nature? Have you ever said that on there?
I've never like expressed like me like I've expressed it on like lives. Like if people watch my lives, like I've expressed it on there, but I've never like sat down and made a video that's like, hey, like I don't like being known as I'm gonna set my own tick off. Oof, the wind it up girl. Oof, wind it up. Like I just, or like certain tics I say, like I just don't like being recognized as that. Like I have a name and I want to be called by my name. Like I went to a baseball game one time and like everyone called me by my tick. And it's just like,
no way.
And it's like, I would like sit there and just keep ticking. And they're like, why do you keep ticking? I'm like, you're calling me my tick. Like,
wow. And what was that term again? That medical term?
echolalia.
Echolalia.
You're done. You're done.
Yeah, I could see how frustrating that is. And I mean, I just experienced something with you at Dunkin' Donuts 5 minutes before this recording when you explained to him, you said, I have Tourette's. And he started laughing uncontrollably.
Oh, that happened in the airport too. The airport was a shit show. Oh my God. Stare after stare. And I'm sitting there like,
uh-huh.
Hey guys.
I mean, the New York airport should be a prison.
Oh, I was patted down in the dullest airport because I couldn't keep my arms up still. And I was like, I can't, like, you're still going to put me through this. Like, I can't keep my arms still. But it's okay. And she's like, stay right there. Do not move. I'm not going to go anywhere. My feet are on the ground right now. Do you think I'm just going to book it? Like, I can't. Like, I'm not going to do that. My sister's boyfriend actually works there. So
really?
I'd get back to him.
I mean, TSA at the airport, I've actually wanted to do a segment on this. Biggest power trip I've ever encountered. The worst. Like, they have such a power trip stick up their ass. Love you because you're protecting us, but
cunt nuggets.
We can calm down a little
Cole
bit.
Caulfield.
So when the lady
Up top, Girl Scout.
When the lady at TSA does that, and then the guy at Dunkin' Donuts starts laughing, do you just brush that shit off? Does it even like affect you at all?
It used to affect me a lot. Like it really used to deteriorate my mental health, my confidence, everything. Because I'd sit there and I'd be like, am I really like a laughing stock? Like, am I really like not good enough? Am I really like I would sit there and I'd pinpoint everything out about myself, but like I'd never show on social media because I'd never let it get to me on social media. But off social media, like my mom had to control my social media at a certain point. Like she had to be my manager.
I had to have my mom do that too, actually.
Yeah, she's like, you're only allowed 2 hours on social media today. And it's like now I can control it myself. I have all my notifications turned off. I go in when I want to. I check my DMs when I want to, but I do not check my comments.
You're almost bulletproof at this point.
Yeah, like not like obviously there's gonna be like ups and downs where I'm like, oh my gosh, like I can't do it today. But like at the end of the day, like your opinion does not hurt my feelings anymore. And I want everyone to know that. Like, yeah, it just doesn't affect me. I don't care if you have 20 million followers on TikTok or none. Like what you have to say literally is invalid. Because I have every proof in the world to fuck off to show that I'm diagnosed with this condition, I have this condition, and I suffer with this condition. Like, live a day in my shoes. Go out to the store with me because you will see stares, you will see people looking at me like I'm less of a human being than they are because I can't control the things that I say. Right. And it's like I go to like therapy and stuff for it to try to like revert the tics. So, like instead of saying like fuck, I'll say like puck. But sometimes it's just sometimes that like wears off and it just like doesn't work anymore and I have to like find a new way to do it, or I'll just be like, you know what, I'm just gonna say fuck.
I'm just gonna say fuck.
Yeah, and it's like McDonald's won't even hire me because I swear. Okay, and it's just like
McDonald's, you're killing people by what you're feeding them, so let's go ahead and say the F word. Okay,
and it's just like this is 2022 and you want to sit here and judge me because I say the F word. Also, so I was a pre-nursing major at WVU, and my nursing instructor made me stay after class one day on Zoom meeting, and she was like, yeah, we just don't know how you're going to be a nurse. And we were like, I sat there and I was like, what do you mean? She was like, yeah, you're the talk of the nursing program. We just don't know. I'm like, oh, I'm a celebrity in the nursing program. Oh my God. Right? But then she ends it with, if you want to be a nurse, you can't say those F words. And I was like, I'm going to keep saying them. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to continue that.
Yeah, because I bet you your nurses say them voluntarily. Okay? I'm saying it involuntarily.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what it fucking is.
Yes.
Okay, so she's on my shit list. I mean, I'm literally tacking up the names of all the people I want to destroy.
I have so many things that people have said and done to me that it's just how is that okay? How is that okay? How are you going to sit there and tell me this to my face, but you never say that to someone in a wheelchair? You never say that to someone with one leg. You never say that to someone who has epilepsy, but yet I'm the laughingstock. Would you egg on someone's epilepsy? Absolutely not.
No.
Would you laugh at someone in a wheelchair? Absolutely not. They're disabled. I'm disabled.
Is it just ignorance that people don't realize it is a real disorder? And that's how it, shows itself.
And it's people don't understand how disabling it can be. When I flew out to LA to be on the Dr. Phil show, my parents had to feed me because I would throw food. I would hurt myself with silverware. I'd be scraping my neck. I'd be hurting myself. I couldn't walk because my legs would lock up. It's just
hold up one second. The nurse told you all of that shit. The nurse told you might not be able to be a nurse.
She was the nursing instructor, one of the nursing instructors at WVU.
She should have known better.
Absolutely. She should have known better. And she was like, this is just out of arrogance, but we just don't know how you're going to do it. And she said it in a nice tone and stuff, but it's just
nice tone.
It doesn't matter. It's not appropriate and it's not okay. And I went to the head of the nursing program about it. And I was like, yeah, I have a problem with my nursing instructor and why she said that. And he was like, it's okay. We'll take care of it. Do I know if he took care of it? I have no idea. But
it's obviously a very real thing, and even nurse instructors are out here not understanding it. The Dr. Phil show, your Tourette's was kind of at a more
peak. It was at its absolute peak.
Okay. And what comes along with that? Self-harm? Not really? By the way, I'm ignorant as well. I'm trying to learn, but I'm not.
Yeah, and at least you're asking me questions and stuff, and I really do appreciate it. That means a lot to me that people take time out of their day to watch my videos and understand what it's really like. But it's I don't tick like that 24/7. There's periods of the day that I'm not ticking, and there's multiple ways I can make myself not tick. Going to the gym, I put headphones on, I go to the gym. I take Delta 8s to get my eyelashes done and get my nails done.
Is that a vitamin?
It's THC.
Oh, okay. I was actually going to ask you about that.
Yes.
If you smoke weed.
I don't smoke weed. I take Delta 8. They're little tiny gummies.
Do you get I hate weed, by the way, because I've tried every drug in the book. And
I love that.
And that is just a fact. And I've tried some really intense ones. Weed, I can't deal with it. Do you get high when you take those or no?
Yes, but you can take certain milligrams. So when I go out in public, I have to take them. My 14-year-old brother plays travel baseball, and I love baseball. But it's really hard for me to sit through a game because I like to cuss out the ump. And then I like to tell the pitcher that he's throwing slow and that he throws weak and that Aaron Judge is better and all this other stuff. So I have to take stuff to calm down my tics. Yeah. So there's certain times like that. If I want to go out to dinner and want to have just a normal dinner. If I want to go to the store sometimes or walk around the mall. And it's I get questions asked about it. It's why aren't you ticking? It's I don't have the urge to tick right now.
Right.
I don't have anything to explain to you.
Yeah. So that is the reason you were able to get your nails and lashes done. Because people ask that shit all the time.
Yes. And it's I get them like, I know they look really pretty right now, but like I don't
Gorgeous.
get them done for them to look pretty. I have like I like pick at everything. Like I have to feel myself picks. Like I rip out my real eyelashes. So like the fake ones help me keep them in to a
Right.
certain extent. But I used to form tens of thousands of scabs in my head out of anxiety and
Yep.
stress. I used to rip out my eyebrows, and like when I have nails on, I can't feel myself dig it out. So I
Mhm.
don't do it.
What is it? That's what is it called?
Trichotillomania? Something like that. Something like that, yeah.
Well, we'll get back to you guys.
Yeah, yeah, we'll
figure
Google
out.
it, then come back. Like smart people. Like smart people.
Exactly. So that's why you have the nails and the lashes. Your hair. Do you have hair extensions?
No.
Fuck off.
No.
I can't. Your hair is absolutely insane.
Oh, thank you.
Wow.
Thank you so much.
I'm literally about to get hair extensions. What about putting makeup on?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so like I used to go the longest time without just wearing makeup. Like it was just easier not to do it because I have to like go through like a ritual before I put makeup on. I'm like I have to listen to music and I have to like chewing gum helps. But every time I do my makeup, I have to listen to music because music is like a key factor in my life. Like everything I do has to listen to music. Like long car rides have to have headphones in.
Got it.
Just doing my makeup, I have to either have headphones in or listen to music. Like even Ask Eileen, like I'll always be listening to music.
Does it just calm you down or it's just you need to?
It calms me down to the point where like I have very minimal tics.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, so I'm like able to function doing my makeup.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I also like the more deeper of a conversation we have, I don't know if you noticed, but like my tics go away because I'm focused on talking. And it's like when I'm on TikTok, I see myself tick. So it gives me the anxiety of,
And then they go up.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like saying I'm not like that because 75% of the day I'm like that.
Mhm.
It just comes and goes periodically through different environments, different people I hang out with. I can hold in my tics, but it's like I don't like the word suppression because it's not suppression. It's like paused because this is how I explain it to people.
Mm-hmm.
If try not blinking, and then when you hold in your staring contest with someone,
Mm-hmm.
your eyes start to water and it starts to burn and it starts to itch, and then you probably blink 2, 3, 4 more times after that.
The second you said blink, I blinked.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like if you try to like hold it in, it's gonna itch or it's gonna burn and you're gonna get the urge to blink.
Right.
So that's what it feels like to tick. Like you can pause it, but it's
Mhm.
going to come out some other time.
Yes. So it's not this like let's calm it down and like try to suppress
Work
it. It's
through it. I'll be your
Yeah.
therapist. No.
meditate, yoga.
Yes, like we can push through it as a team.
I know.
There's no pushing through it as a team. I'll do it for myself. Okay.
Just the amount of times mental disorders in general, and Tourette's is not a mental disorder.
No, it's a neurological disorder.
neurological disorder. The
Want it
amount,
up.
the amount of people who
Woohoo.
say just meditate and do yoga and go on walks
my
and
gosh.
get fresh air.
Oh my gosh. Or it's like, did you like take your meds today? That's my favorite comment. My favorite. I'm like, yes, I took my meds today. Actually, I'll take it 3 times a day.
Mhm.
Actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
Why? Because like you have a tic and they're like, oh, did you take them?
Or like they'll be like really bad when I used to like work at like the Dollar General where I used to live.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh, the stories I could tell. Stories I could tell.
All you had to say was Dollar General. I'm like,
yeah, it was like
damn.
it was like the closest place to me, and it was like the only place that would hire me at the time.
Uh-huh.
So it was just like easier to work there. But like there was like a whole guy that like peeking through the aisles one day, and I was like, "Hey, bud, what's up? What you looking at?" I knew he was gonna say something, so I waited for him to get up to the register, and I stopped checking this girl. I was like, "Just give me a second." And he like goes up to the other cashier, and he was like, "You need to check me out right now,
Mm-hmm.
right now." And she was like, "Why?" And I sat there and I was like,
Wait,
"Why?"
he went up to the girl.
Yes, the other girl, and he was like, "Yeah, you need to check
Oh
me out right
my
now." He was like,
God.
"I can't get whatever she's got. Whatever she's got, she's crazy."
Stop.
Dead serious. He walks out. He's like panicking, holding up his shirt over his mouth. He's like, "Yeah, you're fucking insane." And I was like, "Thank you.
That's
Follow my Instagram."
follow my TikTok.
Yeah.
That's just embarrassing on his end.
Oh yeah. And then like I have like people just have mouths. Like some guy like came up to the register while I was checking out someone. He goes, I'm gonna leave these here. Don't punch them. It's like they're not yours. They're not yours till you leave the store, bud. Sorry about that. You can go get another bag. Like
Dude, you are so I'm fucking dying.
like I just can't. I just can't sometimes.
Don't punch him. You're like, actually I can because I work here.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Hunter, your dating life. Okay. You released a TikTok.
Fuck Hunter and a small wiener.
Let's fucking go. We have been waiting. We're not going to say his last name. We're not going to give his social security number. We talked about it, but we're not going to do it. We're not. We're going to be civil. What the fuck is up with him? You guys were dating and what?
We never dated. So we met through Hinge. Okay.
Okay. So you're on dating apps.
Yes, I was. Still kind of depends.
Okay.
I go on and off. It's just kind of just not worth it anymore.
It's traumatic to be on.
Yeah, but it's like I have to put in the dating app I have Tourette's. Like, do I have to put that in the effing bio? Like, really?
Do you?
Sometimes I'll like bring up like, oh, I have a disability, and then that's all they want to talk about. And it's just like,
I feel I would like just bring that up maybe
penis.
after you get to know each other a little bit.
Yeah, like obviously like I want him to know that like this is what I have, and like no surprise like when I show up and I'm punching your car door. But me and Hunter talked for like a couple weeks, and like he was like really sweet. He was really nice. He was like, yeah, I talked to my parents about you. Like they watched all your TikToks. Like they absolutely love you. Like all this other stuff. Blah 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 blah.
Did you tell Hunter right off the bat?
He knew
I
who
have
I was
Tourette's?
from TikTok.
Okay.
He knew who I was.
A little clout chaser, Hunter is.
He's
That came from me, not Baylen, so you can't get mad at her. I'm speaking on behalf.
He's gonna watch this too. He's gonna send me the link and be like, this isn't what I asked.
Hunter, you actually look very similar to the guy that I'm talking to.
Oh,
right
he's
now.
so attractive.
Very.
Very, very attractive.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a lot of red flags from like the beginning that I just kind of like played off. Like just like some certain comments he said about like my tics.
Like what?
Like before like he'd hang up the phone, he'd be like, you know what, I really like that tick. Which one? You're done. You're done.
Mm-hmm.
You're done. And it's like, that's going to set my tics off.
You're like, why don't you say it your fucking self and record it and play it back to yourself?
Yes. And it's just like, at the end of the day, he doesn't deserve us talking about him. Like, he just doesn't for what he did. Like, Hunter, it's not okay that you stood me up. And I hope you know that.
Ooh.
I hope you know that it's not okay what you did and then wanted to reschedule. Like,
nope,
because
no.
you were too busy. Yeah, you're not too busy.
Baylen, did you let him reschedule?
I was like, oh, yeah, whatever. I knew it wasn't going to happen.
You better not.
I knew it wasn't going to happen.
I will not allow you.
He's removed from all, because me and my mom talked about it the other day. She goes, are the friends who did you wrong? Do you still have them on social media? Do you still follow them? And I was like, no. And she goes, then why are you following Hunter?
Treat men the same.
Yes.
Right?
And I was like, you're right. So I went in and I removed him from everything because it's not fair that he gets to sit there and be on my phone.
Yeah.
Like, you're not a contact anymore on my phone, Hunter.
Damn.
You're not.
See, you're 20 and you are
I deserve better.
light years ahead of me and you deserve way better. I actually got stood up 2 days ago. Mm-hmm.
Like,
And
how
it's just-
dumb are men?
Why do men reach out, make plans, and then
Like-
stand you up? What's
Yeah.
the point? Just say, I can't hang out.
Yeah, or it's like, I'm just not like, be a man. If you're a man, if you're 22 years old, be a man.
Mhm.
Text me and say, hey, I'm just not interested in you anymore. Don't sit
Mhm.
there, stand me up, lead me on, ghost me, not talk to me, tell me we're talking, but then not talk to me, but not want to hurt my feelings. And
It's
dude,
so,
be mature.
I know.
Be mature.
Baylen, I have to be real with you. You're dealing with guys that are 20, 21, 22, 23. I swear to God, they don't grow up till 57.
Oh yeah, I asked my mom one day, I was like, what if I come home with like a 35-year-old?
I think you should.
Oh my God, I so would.
I really think you should.
I so would. Like, my brain is just developed.
Yes, way more advanced.
And it's like, I get it. When I was talking to Hunter, so I have bipolar disorder. And when I was talking to Hunter, I was in a manic episode. And he said that I have crack kid energy or something. And that's understandable. Like, in the moment, I was almost embarrassed with who I was. Like, this summer has been a rough road.
Okay.
A really rough road. And I do apologize for that, but that just goes to show that he can't handle it.
Yep. Yes.
And he doesn't deserve who I am because I'm so much more than like what I showed him.
Yeah. In that moment.
Yes.
And also, I'm sure you guys had a conversation about
Me being bipolar.
Tourette's. So why is he calling you and asking you to say one of your tics? Like, is he just dumb? Was he just like into it?
Oh, it would be like in like a conversation or something. And then he'd be like, I just like want to hear it.
You should have been like, I want to hear you say, like, make a list. I want to hear you say this in fucking the Gettysburg
I actually
Address.
want an apology letter shipped to my house.
I want you to read the Gettysburg Address back to me.
Can you read the Constitution backwards? I know you have skills up your pants like that, so fuck you, Hunter, and your small wiener.
Yeah.
Fuck Cole Caulfield. Fuck your mom, bitch.
Fuck Hunter.
Yeah,
Well,
so that's who Hunter is, everyone. That's who Hunter is. He stood me up. Moving on.
yeah. When they stand you up, you move the fuck on. If you give them, women listening, if you give a guy a second chance after that, you're dumb. It's so stupid. Okay, we covered a lot. Your dating life, Tourette's, makeup. You're gonna be a nurse, right?
So I actually dropped out of the I was in pre-nursing at WVU, and then I dropped out of pre-nursing to do psych because I just thought I couldn't do and be a nurse anymore because of my tics without them being like
talking about you in the conference room, like the nurse instructor.
I'm so scared. Like they're very like up and down, very rocky roads. So it was very hard for me to tell in the moment how it was gonna be, and for me to like sit there and think about it and express that like I can do this. But I think I'm not gonna be attending WVU next semester.
Okay.
Because I want to go to a 16th month junior college that's still in Morgantown where WVU is. But I just feel more comfortable being completely online than going in person at this point. Due to my condition, due to the stress of sitting in a lecture hall of 300 kids and then me becoming a meme on a YouTube channel. I just can't do it.
That's a lot.
No, it's a lot, and it's a lot of stress on me because I go into class and I hold in all my tics.
Oh, so
I hold in
there
all,
and you try to.
Oh my God, I sit there and I hold in all my tics, or I'll wear headphones and not pay attention at all.
So it's exhausting as fuck.
Yes, because then I come home and I have tic attacks, and tic attacks can last for like 2 hours, or they can last for fuck your mom 15 minutes.
I mean, after COVID, I thought everything was fucking online.
Yeah, there's like a lot of things that are online, but it's just like you either have to go through like a specific college to do it, and you have to sign transfer papers because I can't take a chem lab in person. Like I tried Bio 102 and the girls did not help me at my table. So I just couldn't do it anymore. I'm like, you guys really want me to cut up a worm right now? Okay. I can't use a scalpel, but this is cool. Scalpel on my eyeball, but this will be fun. This will be fun. This will be a good little project.
I'll try doing it with a pencil.
Yeah. You'll be my first patient.
Yeah.
You'll be my first patient. Come here.
I mean, I went to
Fuck
3
you, bitch.
colleges. I had a scholarship to a college in California, got in a lot of trouble, was sent home for
Big old titties.
for being a party girl, then went to community college, then went to the University of Utah. Success is not linear. Okay?
Yeah, so you go at like your own rhythm. Like you can't compare yourself to other people who are this and that and higher above you because you're at your own rhythm, your own rate, your own platform, your own path. Like you comparing yourself to someone who's, oh, well, she's prettier. There's always going to be someone who's prettier. There's always going to be someone who's nicer. And there's always going to be somewhere on the other spectrum who's meaner. And it's like, oh, I'm better than this person, but I'm not better than this person. It's just like, sit down, relax, take a breather, drink a coffee, and realize you are your own person.
Yes.
And you can only go at the rate of rhythm as your heart desires and your brain desires and how fast you want to go in order to achieve your goal, or how slow you want to go to achieve your goal. And that's also taken me a long time to do because I was like, I need to get done a 4-year college. I need to do this. I need to take this. And I'm like, I have a different life than a lot of other people on the college campus.
You had to grow up fast.
I had to grow up fast. Like I, since 5th grade, I've had to grow up. I've grown up with a lot of health issues, a lot of problems. And it's been a really interesting road through my life. And also like being an influencer, there's a lot of people at my college that don't understand, like, they're like, oh, I'd love to be an influencer. I'd love to be this. And it's great, but it's like, check your mental health every once in a while. Check this, check how busy you are, how scheduled you are, how like everything has to be online because you don't know if you have to go to this or do that or do something else, but it's just.
I cannot imagine being an influencer and having to go to college in person.
Yeah.
I would not. Mary Kate Olsen. Remember they did that? They like went to NYU.
No.
Right?
Who's that?
Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen.
I have no idea.
Oh my God. I'm old.
I would have to see a picture. I have to put
Just
like
say it right now. I'm old as fuck. Just say it.
No, you're not.
Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen.
Oh. Yes, I know what you're talking about.
She went to NYU. How?
Yeah, I don't know how.
Obviously, that's one portion. Then you have this whole other portion.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, like you need a degree, you need to do this, and it's just like, do I really?
No, you actually don't. Straight up, you don't. I know.
I probably don't. I just want to like help people who are like me at the end of the day.
Well, then you should.
But it's like I can do that in multiple. Yes, I know exactly who those people are. I'm stupid.
They're honestly,
want it up. You're done.
I grew up with that.
You're done.
So it makes sense that maybe it wasn't like the first thing you thought about.
Hey,
but
fuck off.
You don't need a degree. But if you want to help people and that's your passion, then you absolutely should.
Yes, but
you're going to.
I've also realized that I can do that through a lot of different ways. Like I don't just have to be a nurse or I don't have to be a therapist. Like I can.
You're doing it on TikTok.
Yes, I am. And I've finally started to realize that. And a lot of influencers ask me like, why don't you do social media full time? Why don't you do this full time? And it's just.
That's a really good question.
I've never like sat down and like thought about it because like my dream has always been to be a nurse. But it's like at the end of the day, my dream has always been to help people. Specifically help people, not have a label on it.
Yeah.
And
we don't need to put a label on it right now.
No.
We actually don't need to put a label on it ever.
Yeah, it's just like taking it like day by day and as little by little because by the end of the day, I could drop out. Move to LA. Who knows?
You're not moving to LA.
No, I'm not moving to LA.
You are moving to New York and moving in with me before you move to LA.
I want to move to New York City so bad.
You're going to.
I really hope so. I hope I have enough money one day to do that.
This city is for you. I can feel it. Look at your outfit. And then look at mine. Like, that just goes to show. Yes, I'm a New York transplant straight from Utah. I know it's just.
You're done.
I know it's just coming off of me. This is such a random question that I do want to jump into the listener questions that they wrote in and we'll answer them. But do people ever say like, why don't you date someone with Tourette's? Or why don't you hang out with people with Tourette's? Which is such an ignorant thing. But do people tell you that shit?
Yeah, I get asked it a lot of time. Like, how come you don't? I get asked, how come I don't respond back to freaking people on TikTok all the time? You don't respond back to your supporters, your fans. But I can't. I don't look at my comments.
Yeah.
It's better for me not to. Like, I have a Q&A at the bottom of the thing. You can answer that and we'll be fine. But I've actually had people from TikTok with Tourette's reach out to me and be like, would you ever date me? And it's just like, your tics are worse than mine. Like, I don't mean to be rude, but it would be really hard.
Yeah.
Like, fuck you and your boner.
I think that's fair to say. I think that's fucking fair to say. There's levels. Right?
Yes, like I have a friend actually who has Tourette's and you can't even tell. Can't even tell she has Tourette's. And like I hang out with her all the time and I don't mimic her tics. She doesn't mimic mine.
Yeah.
It's really simple, easy friendship to have.
Mhm.
And it's like I can relate to her on a level, but it's like we don't have to like talk about tics 24/7. And it's like, of course I'd hang out with people with Tourette's. It'd just be very, very difficult
for both of you guys.
for both of us to have like a conversation
Mm.
because they would tic, then I would tic. And it's just depending on the person's echolalia, because most people with Tourette's have echolalia, but there's some people that don't have it.
Mhm.
So like if I were to date someone with Tourette's, I couldn't do the echolalia part.
Got it. Which means again,
Where like if they were to say like fuck and then I would say fuck and it
Oh.
would just go back and forth.
back and forth.
Or they
Got
would do
it.
like a sniffing tick and then I do the sniffing tick and it's just be
Mhm.
non-ending.
Yeah.
Never ending.
Yeah. I had to go to a substance abuse program. Wait,
Sorry about that.
No, you're totally
There you go.
fine. The amount of times I do that shit, I had to go to a substance abuse program and there was someone in the class. That sounded really wild, guys. It was for an underage drinking ticket. It wasn't that crazy
Oh,
in
okay.
Utah. You're like, whoa. I was 18 and I went into a bar with a fake ID. Anyways, there was someone in the class who had Tourette's and he was sitting behind me and his tics were directed at me and saying things about me. And I'm assuming that's like a different form of it, right?
It can be, but it's like also like really random. Like for some reason I have a tick that every time I look at my sister, I say, "You sneaky snake."
Mm-hmm.
And it has no correlation with her at all. It's
Mhm.
just, she just sets it off.
Right.
It's just, and it's not her fault. It's just, there's like certain ticks I have with like certain people. Like Eileen, like I was like making fun of her park job and she's like, "Shut the F up, Baylen." And I only have that around her.
Yeah.
Like it's just certain ticks like that. Or like my dad's bald. And every time I see a bald person, I
Uh-huh.
have to say that they're bald. Like when I was on the Dr. Phil show, I had to tell Dr. Phil he was bald, and I had to tell my dad he was bald. And then I had to look in the audience for someone else to make it an even 3 in my head because my OCD is like through the roof.
Okay.
But I ended up finding someone.
Thank God.
Yeah, and I pointed it out.
Imagine if you didn't.
yeah,
You're
yeah.
like, pull up a picture. What the fuck are we doing?
yeah.
Okay, Baylen, I could pick your brain for the next 78 hours, but I'm sure you're not about that. Let's answer a couple questions from my sleuths and my listeners, okay?
Okay.
These are gonna be totally random. Okay, first one. Hey, Sophia, big fan. I want to talk about hair on a woman's body. Are there any standards? Like what areas are okay to keep hairy? Like your hands, maybe. And what are a big red no? I think it's 100% up to the woman, but when it comes to a partner's preferences, things may get heated. Do you think men have any preferences? Are there standards to women's body hair? I mean, in 2022, yeah, the standard is to be a naked mole rat, right?
Mhm.
That's the fucking
Oh my God, yeah, I
standard.
shave like my knuckles and everything.
You do?
Oh my God, yeah, like I
No
can't-
way.
I can't stand it. Like I used to like shave my arms and I'm trying like not to anymore, but it's just I just don't like hair.
I
Personally on me, like I don't care if like other people don't shave. Like
Mhm.
it's not like a big issue to me. It's just
Mhm.
like me, like I just don't like it on me because like you get it, you're a brunette.
Uh-huh.
Like yeah, yes,
Yeah,
it's
it
there.
shows
It's like
up.
it's not like it's blonde hair. Like
Yep.
it's like dark.
Yes,
And then it grows back an hour and a half later and you're like
I feel that.
fudge stripes, you know? Like, it's like
No, I feel that. For me personally, I have never touched my arms. The rest of my body, I've definitely shaved and I'm getting it lasered. But okay, that wasn't her fucking question. Guys, I am very good at my job. Don't worry. She asked, do you think men have preferences? Sweetheart,
yes.
welcome to planet Earth. Yeah, men have preferences. And I'm going to go ahead and guess 90% want you to be
a
completely
bald cat everywhere.
Yes.
Every
A bald eagle. What are those cats? Siamese cat. What are the ones that don't have the hair?
I was gonna say Sesame Street for some reason. Good God.
But at the end of the day, don't do what a guy wants.
No, just do whatever you prefer. Do whatever you want. And then like if the guy doesn't accept it, then move on.
Yes.
Because it's just like you can't sit here and ask for the guy's approval on everything. Like, are you
No.
gonna ask for the guy's approval for like which hair color you should have?
Right.
No.
Right.
You shouldn't.
But if he's gonna, be a little more, if he's gonna be better in the bedroom because he likes you shaven, then maybe take that into account. But besides that, then like, who gives a fuck? Okay, next question. Hey, Queen Sloot, can we as women stop thinking it's some kind of achievement to be the most attractive girl our man has gotten with? I have a friend that would go on and on about how ugly all the girls her ex had been with and would always compare herself to them. In my opinion, I would take no pleasure in being the hottest girl my guy got with. It's a compliment if they're getting with other attractive girls. I notice this a lot with a lot of girls. Really curious to hear what you think. Okay.
That was a lot to take.
That was a lot.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Can you think you can reread that?
I'm gonna break it down for us because that was a fucking mouthful.
Fuck Hunter.
So
Bitch.
so this girl thinks that she brags about how she's the hottest girl her man has been with, and then talks about how ugly all of his exes are. And this girl is saying, I think that's fucking stupid. I think it's cool that he's been with a bunch of hot bitches because then, I don't know, that means you're a hot bitch probably. Her question is if did she even have a question? Can we as women stop thinking it's some kind of achievement to be the most attractive girl? All right, let me just plain and simple. That making a comment like that is pure insecurity.
Mm-hmm.
If a girl is going on and on about how ugly all of his exes are, complete insecurity. You wouldn't feel the need to say that if you felt hot.
No, you wouldn't. Like, I remember, like, my ex-boyfriend, we dated for, like, 3.5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Great guy. Just mutual breakup.
Mm-hmm.
I never talked crap about his ex-girlfriend.
Right. I think it stems from insecurity. I would be lying if I said I've never talked shit. I think mostly it's if I'm feeling insecure, I actually do the opposite. And I'll talk about how hot the girl was.
Yeah.
And how I don't compare.
Yeah, it's just like,
right?
I'll sit there and I'll be like, you know what, her hair looks really good today. You know what, she's gained a lot of weight in her ass and that looks great on her. But
right?
I'll never get that.
You know,
good for her. Good for her.
You know what, Baylen? That means we are actually more confident. And let me tell you why. The girl, because we're being so real and authentic and genuine.
Mm-hmm.
I genuinely feel like shit about myself. That girl's tits and ass and hair and whatever is so fucking nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the girls that can't even bring themselves to tell the truth and put up this facade. They were so ugly, so ugly, so ugly. I'm so much hotter. That to me shows more insecurity.
Oh no, yeah. Like every guy I talk to, I want to know what your ex looks like though.
Right.
Not to like compare myself, but like I want to know what your type is. Like I want to know like what you're working with. Like every guy I've talked to, like I'm not gonna sit there and compare myself. Like Hunter's ex-girlfriend, beautiful.
I hate that.
Beautiful. And I would never sit there and talk trash about her. Never.
No.
Never.
I haven't either, actually. I just said I have in the past when I was younger. Now, the guy I'm dating, he's hooked up with, let's just say, well over 50 women, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And he's told me about a few of them, and they're influencers, and they're celebrities, and they're really hot. And never once have I said, nope, they're not hot, they're not hot, they're not hot, I'm hot.
Mm-hmm.
What? Like, what? Like, what?
Like, it's okay for you to be hot and for her to be hot.
Thank you.
It's totally okay. Like, you shouldn't have to sit there and compare yourself because you have brown hair and she has blonde hair and she's 20 pounds lighter.
Right.
And you're like this and she's that and she's like skinnier in the arms and she has bigger boobs. It's just not worth it.
You're going to go back and forth for the rest of your fucking life and never feel good.
Yes. And it's just like you shouldn't have to like also validate what he says. Like, if he thinks that you're pretty, then you should know that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like you shouldn't rely on him to call you pretty to know you're pretty.
That is such an amazing statement because a lot of girls rely on that.
Yeah, I relied on that this summer.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I would rely on like guys to basically be like, oh, you're so pretty. And it's just like, I don't even care anymore.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, if we hang out, I'm in sweatpants and a Snuggie. Like,
right?
That's how it is.
Yeah.
That's what you're going to get on the first date. Like, it's just, and it's not that I don't care. It's just that like, you're going to accept me at the worst before you can accept me at the best at this point. Like, it's just like, I don't even care. And it's not that I'm not confident. It's just that I just don't care.
I mean, mic drop. I mean, what are you going to do? Have a shit ton of makeup, hair perfect, fucking like angling your body for 5 months, and then he's going to see the real you and be like, wait, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, no.
That doesn't sound that fun to me. Oh,
Yeah, no.
You're better at answering these than I fucking am. Do you want my job? Fucking go for it. All right, Baylen, we are out of time. I'm going to hold you hostage. I haven't told you yet, but like you are staying another 5 months. Baylen, where can they find you?
So I have a couple social media platforms. You can find me on TikTok at Baylen.Dupree. You can find me on Instagram at Baylen_Dupree. And you can find me on Snapchat at Baylen Dupree.
Okay. And you guys know where to find me. Sophie with an F, Franklin with the what? With the what? With the what up? What's up? Sophie with an F.
Fuck off.
Sophie.
Want it up.
Sophie with an F, Franklin with a Y. Baylen, you are like, I can't put into words how beyond incredible and inspiring you are.
Thank you.
From the bottom of my heart, genuinely, like for real, for real. All right, guys, sleuths, I love you so much. New collection just dropped, and I will talk to you next week. Bye.